Hey, what's going on, my peoples? All my homies, homettes, dudes, and dudettes. It's your boy Will. I'm back. Told you I'd be back. So I'm back again with my weekly rotation from this past week. So, how you guys doing? Just checking in. You alright? Good? Alright. Here we go. So, starting off the week on Monday, I rocked out with, this is kind of new to my collection. I think I may have had it only maybe about a month, maybe. But this is Wazer. Wazer by Latafa. It's this is a pretty nice fragrance. It's kind of freshy, uh, freshy and kind of warm also. It starts off like really bright, kind of like maybe with some bergamot. It's probably more so suited for um, summer and spring, but I just felt like wearing it that day. So that's why I wore in the morning. And then after I got myself together and I lounged in the evening, I put on this, which is something I probably should not be wearing just to be going to bed in. But this is One Royal Night, the one Royal Night. This was actually supposed to be I think it was a limited edition or exclusive edition or something like that. But I'm sure you can get it from anywhere. It's a little bit harder to get than the regular, the one EDP, but it's still good. It's a little bit different from the EDP. The EDP is closer to the skin. This one lasts a little bit longer, and this one projects a little bit more. The EDP I think has a tobacco note in it, and this one, instead of the tobacco, I think it's it's some spice. I think it's cinnamon, either cinnamon or nutmeg. Nutmeg. It's nutmeg that it has, but they're pretty close in the scent profile. You could tell it's one of the one lines. The next day, oh, and that day it also snowed. On the next day, on Tuesday, I wanted to do something a little bit different. It was still cold. It was still snow on the ground. A lot of people were snowed in that day, but I reached out for this, which is Mercedes-Benz Man Private, or Private Man. And this is a nice warm fragrance also. It's a nice, real nice for the winter and fall seasons. It actually smells like it probably fit better for the fall season, but I just felt like wearing it. So I cracked this open. It has a warm vibe to it, and it has, I think it starts off a little bit like with some freshness, like bergamot or something like that, but then it comes down and gets into something that's a little bit more warm. I don't know if it's cashmere that they have in there or if it's musk, but it's a warmer type of fragrance. Then at night, after I calmed myself down, relaxed, and showered and everything, I went and grabbed this one. This one is Gingham Legend. This is a Bath and Body Works fragrance. It's not very expensive. I think they had it, and I think it's a seasonal one also. It may have been out like around Thanksgiving. It may still be in their collection, Bath and Body Works. They have actually quite a few good fragrances over in Bath and Body Works. But this one is it starts off really kind of bright, but it's a toned down brightness. It's not like a brightness that you're going to use when you're going out to a cookout or something like that. It's a brightness where it smells fresh, but in the background is some sandalwood, so it makes it really subdued. And it's a really relaxing fragrance, and you know, sandalwood's a relaxing fragrance anyway by itself. After that, on Wednesday, I went and one of the things I've noticed that I've been doing is fragrances that mean a lot to me, or fragrances that are discontinued, or fragrances that are expensive. I tend to not use them as much because I'm like, okay, I'll save it for a special occasion. But then you end up not using your fragrances as much. So I thought about that on Wednesday, and I was like, you know what? I want to use something that I don't usually use, and something maybe that's discontinued. And this is one of the ones that's discontinued. This is what's the name of this fragrance? Jean Paul Gaultier Essence de Parfum. And this fragrance has been discontinued. I think this is maybe the 120 ounce. And when I first got this fragrance, you see the color is purple now. When I first got it, it was a light blue. And when I first got it, it was not as strong as it is now. This one is a really good. This would also be a good date scent. I have a lot of good date scents, but this is probably a good date scent. It starts off a little fresh, again, like maybe with some bergamot, but it has more of a warmthness from the, I think it's a cardamom that's in there. So yeah, so that's what I wore on Wednesday during the day. Then Wednesday night, after I got out of the shower, I just wanted to put on something fresh and didn't want anything really super heavy. I wanted to smell fresh, so I went and got this out, which is I think this Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. And this fragrance, this smells almost exactly, goodness gracious, the top is stuck on here. It smells almost exactly like Versace's Man Eau Fresh. And not that that's an expensive fragrance, but this is a cheap fragrance also. This one is, I think, maybe about $20. But it smells almost exactly like Man Eau Fresh. And if you know what Man Eau Fresh is, it's a fresh fragrance. It's Versace, and it's really a light fragrance. It's a good fragrance for winter. I mean, not for the winter time, for the summertime. If you're out and about when it's real high heat. So, but I just wanted to put it on because it was a fresh fragrance, and you know, smelled good. On, what's the next day? That was Wednesday, and was that Wednesday? Yeah, that was Wednesday. Thursday, it was, the snow was still on the ground, but it was really, really, really cold outside. And it, I just felt like I wasn't moving around a lot on Thursday. And I just felt like putting on something really, 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 really heavy. So I put this one on. This is another Lattafa. This is Mahir. And it's the Black Edition. Now this one is a really dark, heavy resinous fragrance. And it has, it's really heavy on the vetiver and the oud. Oh my goodness, it's really, really heavy. It's not a, this is not a fragrance that you wear if you want to get compliments, unless you're around some people that know a lot about fragrances. This one is it's heavy on the vetiver, and then it dries down to the oud, and the oud is really heavy. And the vetiver is a dirty vetiver. It's not that bright vetiver from like some of the other fragrances that you know that have vetiver in it, like a Tom Ford's with gray vetiver. It's not that type of vetiver. It's a dark vetiver. It's like a dirty type of vetiver, but it smells really, really, really good. I liked it. So that's what I wore during the day. At night, I was still kind of in that vetiver mode. So I was wondering, I was like, okay, I still was in it, but I kind of wanted something not as strong as that, because that fragrance is, that's for daytime. It's not something you should put on going to sleep. So what I grabbed was this here. Let's see if I can get this turned around so you can see it. This is Muskin Hustle. I don't know if that's going to come through. This is Muskin Hustle. But anyway, the company is called Muskin Hustle, and this is, they have their fragrances numbered. This is 126, I think it is. Yeah, this is 126. And this one has, is supposed to be a clone of, or inspired by, or smell like, or whatever, of Haitian vetiver. And they, oh, the 126 is coming up now. Let's see if I can get the name. I don't know if that's coming up, but it's Muskin Hustle. It's a company. They sell oils in these containers, and then they have larger containers that you want if you want to pick those up. So that I put this one on, and it still has a vetiver vibe to it, but it has a fresher vetiver. It's closer to the gray vetiver that I was talking about earlier. But it's even fresher than that. So it was a good one. Put on to go to bed and relax in for the evening. On Friday, it snowed again. It snowed again on Friday, and I think it was more snow that on Friday than it was on Monday. So I wanted to put on something that was more cozy, more, snuggly. So I went and grabbed this, which is Louis Cardin, and the name of the fragrance is called Sacred. This one, if you haven't got your nose on it, oh my goodness, this is so good. This one is and this pressurized sprayer is ridiculous. This one is, I don't even know, did I wear this last week? I don't think I wore this last week, but this one is a Gammon fragrance. It smells almost like smells like something you would eat or something that you would drink, and it has a strong caramel vibe to it, and it almost comes across like chocolate also. But this is really, really, really good. Check this one out if you have a chance to, if you're interested in those type of notes. It was really good. Then on Saturday I was lounging a lot during the day, and then in the evening I had a little get-together dinner to celebrate some friend's birthday. So I didn't want to put anything on that was projecting too much, but I wanted to put on something that smelled good. So what I did was grab this, which is Givenchy's Gentleman Eau de Parfum. And this one, oh my goodness. I sprayed it on, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do, which is it was on me. People that got really, really, really close to me, they could smell me. And this is a long-lasting fragrance. If you don't know what it smells like, it smells similar to DHI, Dior Homme Intense. And it also smells like Valentino Uomo Intense. Is that Valentino Mumo Intense. It smells similar to that, which means it just has a strong Irish vibe to it, and it's just a this is a really, really, really good fragrance. Like I said, the projection is maybe about an arm's length. Look like 3D. Ooh, it's about an arm's length. And for the first hour, after the first hour, it gets really close. It's a bubble just closely around you. But the thing is, the next day, I woke up and I smelled the shirt that I had on that night. I smelled it really strong. I could still smell it. Then even later on that night, when I went to wash clothes, I still smelled it on the shirt. So it lasts a long time. It just doesn't project out too far. And then that was Saturday night. On Sunday, I was hanging out with my son. We were kicking it, doing our guy thing, you know, male bonding and everything. So I went and grabbed, not that this means anything, but I went and grabbed this 212 Sexy Man. Is that gonna come up? There we go. Sexy Man 212. Can't remember who's the company that makes 212. Hold on a second. Let me get that information. Yeah, my bad. Folks, I just was trying to remember what this fragrance, the company's name. I don't know why I was drawing a blank, but this is Carolina Herrera Men 212 Sexy, or 212 Sexy Men. But yeah, this is a really nice fragrance. Nice, relaxing fragrance. It's a little fresh on the top, and it kind of has a smooth vibe to it. I think it's musk that has in it, but it's the fresh musk that that's in a lot of fragrances, not that funky type of musk. That's what I had on during the day on Sunday. And then Sunday night, again, I was going back to that whole vibe of, you know, having certain fragrances that are good and not using them because you're like, okay, I'm gonna save them for a special occasion, or you're like, it's a discontinued fragrance, so I don't want to use it for just no reason, which is the same, which is right and correct with this one also. This is Halston's fragrance. There's no name on the front or the back, but this one, this is the gold bottle. If it's not coming up gold, I'm not sure. And this is called Hon Amber Man. This one is it's not similar to really anything, I don't think, on the market, but oh my goodness, it's a amber based fragrance, and it has a little bit of I think that was a little bit oud. Yeah, it smells like it has a little bit of oud in it, and at the base, but starting off, it's a real warm, kind of cozy kind of vibe to it, and dries down to a darker wood scent. It's a great scent. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's discontinued, and or it's hard to get. But these fragrances, the Halston fragrance line, usually they don't last that long, but I've had this for a while and I haven't put really a big dent in it, and you can't really see through this bottle unless you hold it up through the light with a flashlight. But the longer I've had this, the stronger it's gotten. So, you know, when people say that if you have a fragrance for a while, it'll go bad, it seems like the fragrances that I have longer, they actually get stronger. So it's like this one, the the Parfums de Essence, Essence de Parfum. That was not a very strong fragrance. So when I first got it, it was pretty light, and that might have been one of the reasons why it was discontinued. But now it's a strong fragrance. It lasts at least 8 hours on me. This one, I can't really tell how long it lasts. I think I put it on maybe at like around 10 o'clock at night, and it was still on me 5 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, so that was it. That was my week in rotation for, what's this, the third week? Third week in January? January, I think it's third week, third or fourth week. It's third week, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I did. That's what I do. What you guys? Let me know what you guys wore. And yeah, I'll see you before next week, because I just did a review on a fragrance. What was the name of that fragrance? Mocha Wood. Mocha Wood. I just did a review on that one, and I'll be posting that a little bit soon too. So you'll see me soon. All right. Thanks for hanging out with your boy. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next go round on the Wheel Report. I'm out. Deuces.